Hi, good morning. This is Dr. Izar again from Chicago for the part two of losing weight, intermittent fasting, or insulin resistance. We talked about this schema of things, how intermittent fasting is a way to break insulin resistance. But the bigger culprit in weight loss is insulin resistance. This is one of the modalities. We are going to talk about it in a future episode because people have a lot of success with that. But you can multiply that success times three with these three modalities. I told you in my previous video that 95% of the body is made up of muscles and remaining 5% is organs. How to break insulin resistance for this 95% of the part is exercise, exercise, exercise. Move the muscles. Now, ideal with all these gadgets of Apple Watch and all the other trackers, you can measure the number of steps you have in a day, right? Ideally, you should have 10 to 15,000 steps minimum in a day. You could do that by walking. On an average, if you take about fast walking is 16 to 17 minutes of 1 mile in 16 to 17 minutes. So if you spend 45 minutes to 50 minutes, you can walk 2 to 3 miles, and that is roughly about 10,000 steps, 10,000 to 12,000, give or take some. So you could do that, spend 45 minutes an hour walking, or you could do bursts of small activities. What I do, I will tell you, is I get up when I'm doing work. An hour later, I would do 20 push ups and 10 squats. Again, after an hour, I would repeat that. In a day, I'm done with 200, 300 push ups and the same amount of squats. That is moving your muscles. You track it with your Apple Watch, you will run the heart rate of 90 to 100, brief spurts of activity. So that is what you are challenging your 95% of the body. Now, for the remaining 5%, you could do um, fatty acid supplementation and antioxidants. Fatty acids are for non-vegetarian people. We don't want you to do meat, red meat. No, 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 no. Fish is a healthy source of fatty acids, omega-3 fatty acids. For vegetarian people, a good source of such beneficial fat is walnuts and other nuts. Walnuts has the highest amount of omega-3 fatty acids. So you could supplement your fat from these two sources. For vegetarians, there are also vegetarian ways of getting fatty acid from fish sources, but a lot of people want to shy away from that. Best is to eat fresh fish, wild caught Atlantic salmon or coho Atlantic salmon or sockeye salmon. These are good sources of fatty acids. Now, antioxidants. Antioxidants are found in numerous things like vegetables, greens, palak, collard greens, arugula. All these are rich in antioxidants. They produce nitric oxide, which gets activated by the saliva in your mouth and has vascular effects. Colored vegetables, bell peppers, anything that has color in it, eat those. Seasonal fruits and vegetables, they are awesome for antioxidants. Berries is a very high source of antioxidants. Blueberries, raspberries, blackberries, eat those. Again, eat them in proportionate sizes. When they are healthy, doesn't mean you gorge up on that. Eat in small portions, a serving size, which is half a cup full of those things. And then that brings us to the third part, the drugs, like Ozempic, like GLP-1 drugs, like metformin. In my previous video also, I emphasized the use of low-dose metformin to break insulin resistance. Insulin resistance is the biggest culprit in weight loss. If you can tackle that, you will have a lot of traction in losing weight. So we will talk more about these things, especially intermittent fasting. What are the ways and the techniques to do that? How should one take metformin? What dose? How often? Does it require a doctor's prescription? So on and so forth. Does it require monitoring? Yes, Ozempic and all requires injection, requires a prescription by the physician, but there are other ways that you could achieve the same effect without such heavy supervision or prescriptions. So we will talk. Stay tuned for the next episode or subscribe to my channel, and you will get notifications. Thank you.